Righto, it's a lazy Sunday arvo, just kicking back in the shed after work, just having a few beers, got the fire going, listening to a bit of metal, playing around with some fishing gear. And yeah, I thought while I'm doing this, I might show you how I like to tie my stinger hooks. This finished tying one on a lure that's pretty successful for us last weekend, the Vic Brim Classic at Meetung, Hummer. But that's the finished product, so I'll show you how we get there. I'm going to pimp out this little Gecko Vision in a custom colour that I had painted for me a few years ago, and just sort of forgotten lure kicking back. But yeah, I thought it was due for some new hooks, so why not pimp her out? Just using BKK hooks, the octopus hooks. They're strong, they're sharp, they just get the job done. I tie them on with just a bit of braid, just kick around the shed, a bit of 40 pound. You can use whatever you want, you can use 50, use 100, whatever you can use, it doesn't really matter. Whatever colour, it's up to you. So I just cut off the first colour there, which happens to be red. So we'll go with that. What you're going to do, the best way I find to tie these on is with a snell. So grab yourself a hook, give yourself a little bit of a tag end out the back of the hook there. And then grab your tag end and just wrap that down the hook shank 10 to 12 times, working towards the hook point. Poke the back end back up through there. Pull that tight. Then just fold it back on itself and create a loop at the end. Just pinch that in so it's easier to feed through the split ring. Feed that up through the back end of the split ring. And then pull the tag end and your hook through that loop you just made. There's a fair bit of overhang there. Now this is the part where you can grab your tag end and pull your hook up. Tighten it down and yeah, that'll pull right up close to the lure. You can set that wherever you want to set it. So I like to set it back about a centimetre behind the lure. Then get your tag end, poke up through the split ring, and half hitch that one off. That'll just lock that hook down, so that won't go anywhere now. You'd be happy to run with that. That'll hold on, no worries. So, but I always like to run the second one just for a bit of extra security. Pull that tight. As you can see, I can pull on that as tight as I want, and that ain't going anywhere. Same as the hook, that isn't going anywhere. Then grab your tag in and cut that to whatever length you want. I like to cut them all different lengths, so it creates the look of a prawn feeler. So that's the first bit done there. It's a bit hard to see there. Repeat that process and you'll end up with something like this. Cut them at all different lengths, different sizes, set your hooks back wherever you want. I always like to run one hook back a bit further than the other, so when sitting on the bottom, if they're a bit fussy or a bit finicky and they sort of miss it, the back hook will tend to grab them a bit more than the front will. So yeah, give her a go and see what you reckon. Cheers.